Today we have the Yak 8, the Yak. We have the F-86. This is my current spec project. By the time I finish, I'll have about 29 kills to go to specialized. And this is an aircraft that really deserves to be specialized. The reason is, as it sits unspecialized, I'm down to a 9.2 turn time. With the existing mods, obviously I've got to configure it as a turn and burn. That's okay, but the problem with the aircraft is always going to be getting close enough to use your guns, and it's slow. And 1,800 yards is not exactly what I consider, anything but a close range weapon. Now it's got great altitude, it's got great um, turning capability. It's not a Yak 30, but my Yak 30 is fully specialized. This is not going to come in at the same level, but I expect to get this to sub 9 seconds in a 360. The other shortcoming is that as a is speed. If you want to close with somebody and get in range of those guns, an 1101, this is not. Well, okay, that's fine. But the bane of turn and burns is that they cannot often run down their prey. Well, that's not true with the Yak 30 when it's fully specialized. And that also, talking with Mantis, frequent wingmate and clanmate of mine, is that, be that as it may, it's a very different aircraft when it's fully spec'd. And because of the way that it is spec'd, it has nothing in the machine guns to make them reach out further or hit with more damage, which, believe me, would be lovely, but it doesn't. But what it does have is the ability to have another airframe slot and another engine slot. And that means polished skin, and that also means an uprated engine. And you add the two of those together, and just like I did with the MiG-30, and you've got a very different aircraft, don't you? All of a sudden, this thing is pushing past 356 for a cruising speed, which will help quite a bit. So instead of one of the slower aircraft in the game, it becomes one of the more effective aircraft in the game in speed. It's still towards the lower end. A lot of aircraft out there are faster, but it's going to help a great deal. The other thing is the ability to tighten up the aiming on it by another 2 levels. And I suspect if plus 400 sight will help a little bit on this. And I suspect being able to cruise along at 356 miles an hour will help a little bit. So that's the goal. And I still have multiple aircraft I need to bring up. Got set back a little bit by the events of last week, as you all know from the channel announcement. Well, life happens, as one of the famous family sayings is that life is something that happens between incidents. And believe me, I know it. Okay, so we've cleared the airfield, we've cleared the mining plant, and we are well on the way to getting this thing complete. Not bad for 6 machine guns, right? All right. I'll dig them up, let somebody else take care of them. Let's just move along. This is a 600 point game, so we haven't got very much longer to go on this one. And yes, this is a Chewy. I'm getting out of the way of the aircraft that I got on my tail. Probably shouldn't have waited as long as I did, but I did. We now have all the sites. All caps are taken, and just a matter of finishing it up. And that will wrap that one up. Now I don't want to let you guys go. This video is kind of short, and that's kind of a rotten way to leave it up with y'all. So, yeah, well, why not? We'll do one more. Give you a 2 for today. Why not? And I shall not cry about that a whole lot. 5 assists, 6 kills. That's okay. Came in number 2. Got the job done. That's all that matters. Okay, so I figured we pull out the Yak 30 today. It's getting later in the evening. Everybody's coming in with a specialized aircraft, and I do not like flying non-specialized aircraft when people are in their tier 10 specialized. Hope you can understand, but that's where I am at with it. Takes a lot of effort to win, and you don't need to handicap yourself when you're against serious competition. All right, so getting along and waiting for the first targets to arrive. And I do not like being head on to aircraft, so I thought I'd give them a chance to show up. And sure enough, customer number 1. Use that great turning circle. Kill us a F-94D. And I see the gentleman has already killed one of our aircraft. And send him back to the base to think about it and get another aircraft. Spec aircraft there after one of our aircraft. Need to get him out of the picture quickly. And I see that they have a duck under him before he rams me. Never understood the logic of turning when you're in a fast or in a heavy fighter. You should just use that speed to get out of my range. He's just not going to get off that fellow's tail. I think it's called target fixation. If you just hang on for a few more seconds, you'll get him. And I speak with authority on that because I've done it more than anybody else that you know. uh, okay, I'm going to take a run over to the mining plant. We've got a aircraft over there. Guard us. Make sure he's okay. Alright, so he's okay. I'm going to head back over to the air base. I don't know. Alright, we need to take this mining plant because you just, the more I think about it, the more I realize that you just can't afford to leave those alone. Go help the guy out the way you can. And I'll shoot up a few anti-aircraft sights for the fellow. And one more for good luck. And we'll head back to the airbase. Without all those AA guns, our GA should have some success. And I want to make sure that, oh, well, what do we got there? Fellow being less than friendly. Well, we should explain it to him, don't you think? And then he's going to try to outturn me. Okay, well, all those specializations got to count for something. And hooray for the respect turn and burn, which is now a fast respect turn and burn. I have too much respect for that M61 in that fellow's nose to ignore him, bot or not. Okay, that's taken care of. I have a spec aircraft there. And it's a ground attack, and we have got the base back, and I need him not to get there. Okay. And in that very short amount of time that he was over our base, he managed to take a chunk out of it. I do not want to give that GA time to take the base. Looks like I blew his engine out. That takes care of that. And I've got to be a little circumspect here. This is a spec 1099. already put his fire out. And he's taking the base. All right. Well, he won't be taking the base again because we passed the squall line. And I'm trying to get out of dodge before everything pops on top of me. Yeah, I'm in the turn of your fighter, so I'll make full use of that. And that's the victory. All right, so happy about that. I'll take my victories where I can get them. Remember to like the video, to subscribe. If you want to donate to the channel, you can do so on the Patreon link and the main channel page. And remember to be safe out there. Bye-bye.